Hey guys, and welcome to TTM Autograph Haul video. This is Sunday's video. We have 14 for this video, so I'm not gonna have a preamble or anything like that. Other than we lost someone this week, Aaliyah. I got this a month ago from him. I paid him $5, and he signed my 87 Topps Traded. I mean, he was 87 years old. As a player, he played for the White Sox and Cubs in the 60s, and then he coached the Cubs and the Phillies in the 80s. He's got a infamous or super, it's entertaining at the very least, rant that was recorded by one of the reporters in Chicago about the Cubs fans. It's funny to listen to, very expletive heavy, let me say that. But yeah, so thoughts and prayers out to Mr. Aaliyah's family. Very sad to hear that. I came up on my Facebook feed the other day, so yeah, so I wanted to give him a shout out there. Let's go ahead and get started here. If you have any questions about the addresses, just go to sportscardforum.com. My username is SweetBob. You put the player's name in, and you'll see which one I sent to. It's usually the one at the main bottom. The addresses at the bottom are the newer ones. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time it is. So, all right, we got Dallas, Texas, 3 of 3, 15 days. We got Wayne Morris, not Alfred Morris. We have 81 Topps, 83, and 79? 77. I get, is it 77? Yeah, I get 77 and 79s confused. They have a very similar look. But Mr. Morris here, he is 71 years old, played from 76 to 84 for the Cardinals and Chargers. In his career, he had 3,387 yards and 43 total touchdowns. Before I do these videos, I kind of go all over the place and try to get little tidbits of information to tell you guys about the player. I just went on the Wikipedia just to double check some things, and at the main bottom it said, Mr. Morris lives in the Dallas, Texas area, and he is single. I thought that was funny. I don't know. It read very much like he edited that. It's like, hey, ladies, I'm single. I wonder if he has to go back and if he's dating someone to change that or not. But yeah, the wording was very funny and amusing. All right. Thank you, Mr. Morris, for that. We got Visalia, California, 4 of 4, 99 days. We got Rance Mullenix. And we got 83 Topps. 81 Topps, 78 Topps, and 85 Topps. If you're wondering why I don't have an 87 here, it's because my brother gave me an 87 Topps signed by him 20 years ago. So this is one I didn't have to go get on my own. So very, very happy to get these though. Let's see here. Rance is 69 years old, played from 77 to 92 for the Angels, Royals, and Blue Jays. World Series champion in 92, really came into his own after being traded to Toronto. Sorry, I don't want to make my Canadian viewers mad by pronouncing the last T there. He had over 303 times with the Blue Jays. He was a color commentator for them as well for a couple years after he retired. But now he's a real estate agent in California. So very happy to get those back. We got Belleville, Illinois. 3 of 3, 13 days. We got Larry Stahl. We have a 70 Topps. 73, I think, is a high number. Kind of. And a 66 with Ron Tompkins, who I believe has passed away, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry if he's not, but yeah, Mr. Stahl here. But Mr. Stahl is 84 years old. He played from 64 to 73. For the Kansas City A's, Mets, Padres, and Reds. He drew a walk to end Milt Pappas's perfect game attempt, but Pappas did get the no-hitter. I think the next batter later. Mr. Stahl was a glove-first outfielder. Very good with the glove during his time. I want to thank him for these. Very cool. All right, we got Corvallis, Oregon. 2 of 2, 20 days. We got another tall boy. Mel Counts. I'm not talking about his height, but he is tall. But we have 70, 71. I always forget yeah. And then this is, man, I don't even know, 74, 75, something like that. Oh, 73, 72, 73. Okay. But look at those inscriptions here. Gold medal 64, two-time NBA champ 64 to 66. That's with the Celtics there. But Mr. Counts, 83 years old, played from 64 to 76 for the Celtics, Bullets, Lakers, Suns, Sixers, and Jazz. Two-time NBA champ, number 21, was retired by the Oregon State University. Gold medal in the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. And he was taken 7th overall in the 64 draft before Willis Reed and Paul Silas. So yeah, did not expect all these inscriptions. That's really cool. I enjoyed that. That's very nice of him to do that. Richardson, Texas. 3 of 3 of 14 days. Yeah, a lot of football in this. There's a good mix here. I think that's my only basketball of the week, but we have a 78. You got John Fitzgerald. Big time smear there, but that's the only one that was any smear at all. I think it's a 79. Is that correct? Or is that 77 again? That's 77 again. And 74. So yeah, Mr. Fitzgerald. 77 years old. Played for the Cowboys from 70 to 81. Two-time Super Bowl champ. Super Bowl 6 and Super Bowl 12. He was a very large center. He was 6'5", but he was perfect for Coach Landry's shotgun formation at the time. He made the playoffs every single year except for one. His whole time with the Cowboys. Great offensive line. He'd never made a Pro Bowl, but I mean, it was that whole offensive line was fantastic. All right, so Dallas area. This guy. I don't know if he ripped my envelope my stamped envelope that I sent to him, but he sent me in his own. He sent this back in his own. But 4 of 3, 14 days. We got George Wright. We went 84, 85, 83, and he added this one, 86 Donruss. I don't really have many of these in my collection at all. So, but Mr. Wright, 66 years old, played from 82 to 86 for the Rangers and Expos, and then he went over to Japan, played from 88 to 93 for the Nankei Hawks and the Fukuoka Daiei Hawks. His best year is his rookie year. He batted .287 with 18 homers, but he kind of had just injuries the rest of his MLB career, and then he had to go over to Japan, and he did well over there. Stayed for longer than he did over here playing in the pros. So very happy to get these back. Yeah, for some reason I didn't have him as a guy who did TTM for the longest time, but he has. So very glad to get those back. We got Denver, Colorado. 3 of 3, 8 days. I see. I'm sending out a lot, but some of these guys are getting them back super fast to me. I'm expecting some of these guys to take 2-3 weeks. So I'm pumping out 30 a week or whatever, and yeah, they're coming back fast. They're coming back as fast as some of these guys I used to send. They're like 90 years old. I don't know if you remember, if you guys were watching me then, but it was like about this time last year, maybe a little bit later in the summer. But I would send a bunch out, and I would get them back within like 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So we have 88 tops, 83 tops, and 82 tops. Mr. Haynes is 66 years old, played from 80 to 89 for the Giants and Broncos. 2-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 8th overall pick in the 1980 draft. Picked ahead of guys like Art Monk and Otis Wilson in that draft in the first round. So yeah, very, very good. Whenever he went to the Broncos, he really excelled. He did, or the last couple years of the Giants. I'm sorry about that. I believe these are the years, or one of those years, when he got first team All Pro. We got Jupiter, Florida. 1 of 1, 9 days, $5. We got Jimmy Key. Had to get this one. For the 87 top set. And Mr. Key, he is 64 years old, played for the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Orioles, played from 84 to 98. Oh, sorry, I'm blinding you guys. And 5-time All-Star, 2-time World Series winner in 92 and 96, the first with the Blue Jays and the second with the Yankees. MLB wins leader in 94, MLB ERA leader in 87, member of the Canadian Hall of Fame. He was inducted last year. In his career, he had 186 wins and 117 losses with a 3.51 ERA in his career. He was a great control pitcher. I mean, he wouldn't blow you away with his fastball, but I would put him up there with kind of like Greg Maddux. Really pinpoint pitcher. So very happy to get that back from him. We got Edmmond Washington, 3 of 3, 14 days. Wow, he put a big old sticker on this. We got Jim Olam. We got 268 tops, and we got a 67 with Ron Clark, who is no longer with us. But Mr. Olam is 79 years old, played 66 and 67 for the Twins. He's a great AAA pitcher, never really got much action in the pros. He only appeared in 24 games over 35 innings and a 5 ERA. So thank you for getting those back to me. You got San Pedro, California, 5 of 4, 13 days. He added a little note here. That's why I added the extra one. Thank you. Good luck with your collection. Wish you and your family the best and good health and much happiness. Very cool to get those letters like that. But we inscribed them here. 83 tops. That's kind of a weird picture. Him hands in his pants. 81 tops. 79. Yeah, 79 and 80. So, but Mr. Danilo, 71 years old, played from 75 to 84 for the Packers, Giants, and Bills. His career long is 55, and he went 6 for 6 in the game at Seattle, and both those things happened in 1981. So, and his son kicked as well. I forget which team he played in the NFL, I believe, just for a minute there. Mario Danilo, that was his name. We got Newport Beach, California, 1 of 1, 14 days. We got Bobby Valentine, another one for the set. But Mr. Valentine, 75 years old, played from 69 to 79 for the Dodgers, Angels, Padres, Mets, and Mariners. He was a utility player in his career, and he was a manager from 85 to 2002. In the majors, he won 186 games. And over in Japan, he had a record of 493 and 450. But he was a manager for the Rangers, Mets, and a short time for the Red Sox. And over in Japan, he was the Chiba Lotte Marines manager twice in 2 stints. And, a lot of people younger than me probably just know him as an ESPN guy in the early 2000s. Studio host and color commentator and, very, very big personality. So we got a couple more here. Lacey Washington, 2 of 2, 13 days. We got Gary Larsen. With him, very good, very, very good career. But he was on a very good team, so he didn't get many cards. And this is the only card he ever had, 1975 tops. But Mr. Larsen, he is 83 years old, played from 64 to 74 for the Rams and Vikings. NFL champion in 1969, 2-time Pro Bowler, 50 greatest Vikings, and he was a member of the Purple People Eaters. That defense is crazy. His nickname was the Norse Nightmare. So, very underrated player. So, Carl Eller and all these guys. So Jim Marshall and I forget the other guy, but yeah, those Viking teams were crazy good. All right, Tempe, Arizona, 3 of 3, 13 days. We got Luke Climchuk. We got a 65 tops, 61 tops, and 70. Mr. Climchuk is 85 years old, played from 58 to 1970. The Kansas City A's, Milwaukee Braves, Senators, Mets, and Indians. He had some of his better hitting seasons towards the end of his career. He was mostly known for his glove, though, in the infield. Yeah, those batting helmets are kind of weird without the flap. All right, we got one last one here. Bonita Springs, Florida, 2 of 2, 13 days. We got Gary Danielson. Some of you guys probably will just know him as a guy who calls college football games. But he is 73 years old, played from 76 to 88, I believe it is, for the Lions and Browns. He went from the CFL to World League to get a spot on the Lions. He was a career backup. He appeared in 101 games, had 81 touchdowns and 78 interceptions. He's basically been the voice of college football for the last couple decades, and he's expected to retire after this season. So very happy to get these back. All right, I want to thank everyone for watching. If you think I've earned your subscription, please hit the subscribe button. Please like the video and comment down below your favorite turn of the week. If you have any questions about TTM process at all, or if you just want to talk about who you've sent off or who you got back this week too, it's very cool. A lot of people in the comment section, it's pretty active down there. So I just want to thank everyone for watching, and we will be back on Wednesday. And yeah, thanks.